This is Arla with By Its Grace Academy, and I'm back with some more books that I found at a yard sale at our local Goodwill, and then also some books that I picked up from the library. Okay, and I'll go with from the yard sale first. There are just 3 of those, but the first one is just it's a Junior Woodchuck Jamboree, an adventure in the USA. It's a Disney book. And there you go. Oops, sorry for putting that in my face. But yeah, there you go. There's that one. And then there's this one. It's called Christina Katerina and the Box by Patricia Lee Gauch, I think. Or Gauch, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's this book right here. And then there's this one that my grandsons are just, I mean, you say dinosaurs and they're there. So this one is, though, what I really like about this, it says dinosaurs beware, and this is actually a safety guide. And when I first saw that, I was like, okay. But anyway, this is by Mark Brown and Stephen Krinsky. And I'm going to show you what it consists of in here, the table of contents. And it tells kids how to be safe at home. And it just has things in here like don't play with matches, never play with electric sockets and plugs. They can shock you. Keep toys off the stairs. And then there's, in the table of contents, how to be safe in the yard during meals, in case of fire, with animals on wheels at the playground, when camping, in the car, at the beach, on short trips, giving first aid in cold weather and at night. So, I mean, it's really neat. You know, it's like I said, it's a safety guide, but the characters in here are dinosaurs, which would get the boys' attention and keep the boys' attention while I'm actually reading the story to them. So these are 3 books that I picked up at a yard sale. They didn't have, and this was Saturday, kind of late in the afternoon, so I had gotten a late start. I wasn't able to find a lot of yard sales, let alone yard sales with books. And that's usually the first thing I walk up and I go, do you all have any books? And if they're like, no, we don't, I'm like, okay, sorry, okay, bye-bye. But anyway, this is from Goodwill, and it's called Mommy's Little Boy. And because like I tell the boys, you're not just Mommy's little boy, but you're Mimi's little boys too. And they will always be my little boys. And they'll always be their mom's little boys. Okay, and then another one that I picked up from Goodwill is called Allergy. Okay? And because my younger grandson, Casey, who is 5, he has, and this says, a fun story about allergy and asthma triggers. And Casey has asthma and allergies he has food, he's allergic to peanuts. And then also, oh goodness, he's allergic to peanuts. He has eczema. And then also, like I said, he has asthma. So I think this will be a really good book to read to him. And it's always been his older brother, who is just 11 months older. He's always been there when, like, if Casey's going to eat something, like if we're at church or something, or somebody's giving the kids something or asking if the kids can have something. And Kylan, the older brother, will say, wait, does it have peanuts in it? And so they've been aware of that, since they could understand that Casey was allergic or is allergic to peanuts. So they are both aware of that. And it's just kind of funny how Kylan, the older of the two, checks and double checks, just that, even when I make things, or if I buy something and give it to them, he'll say, Mimi, does this have peanuts in it? And I'm like, do you think I would give Casey something with peanuts in it? No, but it's really cool that he asked. So he's looking out for his little brother, which is good. And these books, all these books at Goodwill, the children's books are 99 cents. And with my, I have a discount card from Goodwill, and then I get them for 90 cents. Okay, and this one is called A Chair for Mother, and this is by Vera B. Williams. Okay, and this one right here, the one I was telling you about, Zoo Allergy, this is written by Kim Gosselin, and the illustrator is Terry Ravanelli. And this is a book called I Can Say No. And this is a child's book about drug abuse. So, and on the back, I really like this. It says, you don't need drugs to feel good. And the last of the books that I got from Goodwill, this is called Today I Feel Silly and Other Moods That Make My Day. And this is by Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know if you all are familiar with who she is, but she's an actress. And you might know her if when back in the day, I know some of you are like, some of you moms out there are like still way too young probably to know about some of these movies from back in the day. But she starred in the Halloween movies, I believe it was. I think it was Halloween. Yeah, I think it was the Halloween movies. Yeah, and those were scary. But yeah, she's the author of this book. And the illustrator of this book is Laura Cornell. And when I got to the checker at Goodwill, I noticed that this one said $1.99. And I said, did that ring up as $1.99? Because all children's books are 99 cents. And she said, yes, it did. And I'm like, it's a children's book. And so she said, yeah, you're right. And so she went in and changed it from $1.99 to 99 cents. So that was good. Okay, now I picked up some books from the library. And these were books that I picked up to read aloud to the boys too. I also go to the library to pick up some easy readers for them. But this time when I went, these were books that I picked up to read to them during our story time, or But this is the My First Little House books, and this one is called Summertime in the Wood, Summertime in the Big Woods, and this is by Laura Ingalls Wilder. And then there's this book called Looking for Bongo. And this is by Eric Velasquez. Velasquez? It's by this person right here. There we go. All right. And then Mariama, Different but Just the Same. She moves from a place in Africa, her family does, and I'm not sure, it doesn't actually, they lived in the Gambia, and it doesn't tell where they actually went to. I'm assuming it's the United States, but I'm not exactly sure. And so this is just a book about how, places are different, and how children may come from a different place, but, children are pretty much children everywhere, and besides having a different language or, eating different types of foods and things, children, though, are children. They want to play, they want to have fun, and that's just universal. So, so I got that one. And then this one I got, and it's called Everybody Gets the Blues. Ain't that the truth? But anyway, this is a story by Leslie Staub, pictures by R.G. Roth. And this just tells a story of how sometimes you have just like one of those days, and how sometimes someone will come alongside you and just kind of help you get through that kind of funk that you may be in, or, the blues. And it also tells, though, that how you can turn around and help someone else when they're feeling like this too. So then there's, I don't want my stack to get so high that it covers me up. Then this is called The Helpful Puppy, and this is by Kim Zarins, and it's illustrated by Emily Arnold McCulley. And this is a story about a little puppy on a farm, and the puppy sees all the different animals and the different jobs that they have. Like, the puppy goes up to the chickens and, like, what do you do? And then the chicken, well, we lay eggs. And, well, of course, the puppy can't do that. And so he goes to another animal, and like the cow, well, what do you do? Well, we give milk. To the sheep, well, we give wool. And so the little puppy is just trying to find out, where his place is in the farm and how he can contribute. So again, that's called The Helpful Puppy. And this is called Cora Cook's Pansett, by, I think I'm pronouncing that right, Pansett. But it's written by Dorina K. Lazo Gilmore, illustrated by Christy Valiant. And it says here, recipe included. So a recipe for pansett. Yeah. Okay. Then there's this one called My Father Knows the Names of Things. And so it just, and this is, says by best-selling author Jane Yolen, illustrated by Stefan Jorish, or Jorich. And this is just about a little boy who's with his dad, and, he points out this, what is this? And his dad tells him what everything is. And so that's really a neat one too. And then there's this one called Butterfly Tree. And this is by Sandra Markle, illustrated by Leslie Wu. So yeah, these are the books that I picked up from, those are the ones from the library. And so this is a short, well, actually it's not as short as I thought it was, because it's 12 minutes already. But yeah, these are the books that I picked up from the library, from a yard sale, and from Goodwill. This week I'm going to go check out some more thrift stores, and then I always look forward to like Thursday, you can start having yard sales here on Thursday through Sunday. And so Thursday is when I start looking out there for signs, our yard sale signs. And but Friday especially is when we have, Friday and Saturday, of course, we have lots of yard sales. When we do have yard sales, it's going to be usually on Friday and Saturday. I think I mentioned in one of my other videos that about a month ago, we had a citywide yard sale. And wow, there were signs everywhere. There were people everywhere having yard sales. So that was really neat. And that's when I found some of the first books that I shared with you all. I guess it was a couple of weeks ago, maybe, that I shared the video. But yeah, so that's my book haul for this week, or for probably about the last week. Although I've been making them now, I guess, for about a week. This last week I've made maybe 3 book haul videos. And so I just got these though the last few days. But anyway, I hope you like some of the picks. And a lot of times I see picks, especially from the library, where people are showing what books they found there. And I'll have my pencil and paper and I'm like, oh yeah, that looks like a really good book to read to the boys. Or, so I'll write down the title and the author's name, and I'll immediately go to my computer and put them on hold on the computer. I'll pull up our library website and put those books on hold. So, but anyway, I will see everyone again in my next video. And that will depend on when I go to Goodwill again, because they have shipments come in like every day. So, yeah, so I am going to be checking there frequently. But anyway, happy homeschooling to you all, and I'll see you again on my next video. Bye.